So in Mark chapter 15, we see Jesus is before Pilate. And right before that, he was just in the garden. He was stressed so much because he knew what was about to go down. He was about to go to the cross. He was sweating blood. Now he's before Pilate, and Pilate starts asking him questions, right? Are you the king of the Jews? And he said to him in reply, you say so. And I just imagine Jesus that's a snarky little thing to say, right? You say so. Maybe he had some sass. Maybe he didn't. But they're just having this conversation, and then Jesus doesn't say anything after that. And Pilate's like, have you no answer? And Jesus says nothing. How crazy is it that the God of the universe is being accused of something that he did not do, and he's willing to go to his death for it? I just think that's amazing. If I was God in that situation, man, I would have flicked him or just like stared at him like 11 in Stranger Things and made him like fly across the room. And like, he didn't do that. Jesus was so humble. He took that hit for us. And then after that, we see that Jesus is sentenced to his death. And at that time, they usually take one prisoner and release him. And Barabbas is this guy, if you watch The Passion, he's like super dirty looking and terrifying. He did not brush his teeth in the last two years or something. Just a nasty guy. And the crowd is like, release him. Crucify Jesus. The whole crowd yelling, crucify him. So many times in our life, we're that crowd. We're that person saying, crucify him, because we choose sin. We choose ourselves. We choose something that looks good now, but in reality, we know it's not going to lead us closer to Jesus. And after that, they release him. They release this murderer, and they tell Jesus, we want you dead. And the thing is, I bet you there are people in that crowd that were just going with the flow. They were just going with what people were saying. I want to encourage you today to be different, to be countercultural. I really believe that God is calling us to be saints. And in regards to our relationship with Jesus, we have to make some sacrifices. And I encourage you to be different. Maybe that's praying 5 minutes today. Maybe that's being a friend to someone who has no one. Maybe it's being nice to that guy at work that really annoys you. I really just want to encourage you to be countercultural and to say yes to Jesus, because we've all said crucify him. That's been all of our stories. So today, try and be different. Try and do something radical for Jesus.